Hi, I'm Lee Partridge and welcome back to Col UTV. It's finally here, our first game of the season and our first pre-match show as we host Swindon Town this afternoon. We've all been looking forward to this with so many positives within the squad and as we've seen pre-season, Ben Garner's style of football. We'll be hearing from the gaffer shortly, but first of all, to kick things off this afternoon, let's take a look at how the preparations went ahead of today's game here at the JobServe Community Stadium. So we're all virtually ready to go here and the lads are already warming up on the pitch, just a few paces away from where we are. And the man picking the team, Ben Garner, has had a full pre-season to really get to know his squad that's being put together. He enjoyed a good time at the back end of last season and can't wait to get going for the new campaign. Let's get some of his thoughts now.
And last few weeks of pre-season, but it starts Saturday, doesn't it, the real work?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's pre-season's great. You can get a lot of great content into the players and a lot of time on the training ground and putting your principles across and getting the fitness levels up, etc. But yeah, now we're into the business side of it and want to hit the ground running Saturday and get off to a great start, as I'm sure every club does. And we're excited. We're looking forward to it.
And ahead of the first game, is it a case of wanting to squeeze as much as you can into that time, or wishing you had a bit longer to get things you want in place?
Yeah, I think it's you'd always like longer. You know, we always want time on the training ground as coaches and the opportunity to put that across. But how we've periodised the pre-season has gone exactly as we wanted, and we've had some really good loading and content into the players. And this week we've tapered slightly to try and hit optimal levels on Saturday and peak. You know, and we're really happy with that from both a football point of view for the work we wanted, but also from a physical and sports science point of view. We're really happy with the work that's been done. Staff have been fantastic, players have been incredible, and yeah, we're excited and looking forward to this first game.
And of course, a little bit more excitement for you personally, maybe against the Swindon side where you had a good time.
Absolutely, it's a great club, and I absolutely loved my season there. I really did, as did several of my staff, and you know, it was incredible. It was, and to come so close to promotion as we did in the situation that we were in and what we inherited coming in. Was a credit to everyone from Clem, the owner, all the way down through the club. Just a shame we couldn't get it over the line. But I love the club. You know, I've got a lot of time for the supporters and the welcome they gave me and the support they gave me while I was there. So I wish them the very best of luck for this season, apart from the 2 games against us. But I'm in a great place here at Colchester. I absolutely love it, and you know, I've felt a real warmth since coming in and a real connection here. Yeah, looking forward to getting going, and it'll be nice but surreal at the same time on Saturday.
Yeah, and like the start of every season, the games come thick and fast early on. Are you a one game at a time type manager, or is it a case of you look at 3 or 4 games in it together, or a monthly target you put to the players?
I don't think you can get too far ahead. It's about the next game, and because that can have an impact on the next one. We've got thoughts in our head for the first couple of games of what we're looking to do, but that will have a bearing on what happens on Saturday. So 100% focus at the moment is on Swindon. Let's get 3 points, let's get the win on the board, and then we go from there.
and the pre-season games have seen that there's plenty of players that all want to be in your starting 11 on Saturday, and someone's going to be disappointed and some are going to be happy, but they're the decisions that you've got to make, and the squad have got to accept them.
Yeah, absolutely, and I always see that as my job is to make the decision that's right for the group and right for the club, and there'll always be people disappointed as individuals, but our whole mindset collectively has to be about the group. It's a long season, there's a lot of games. With the changes in the injury time rules, etc., I think games are going to be closer to 100 minutes than 90 now, so the full squad's going to be needed, and there might be one or two disappointed on Saturday to not make the team or not make the squad, but in 2-3 weeks' time or 2-3 months' time, they could be key and having a real big impact on our season.
As Ben says, a lot of thoughts and a lot of decisions to be made ahead of today's game for his starting 11, with the lads all playing so well in the pre-season games. If you want to see the starting 11 that's going to kick off today's game and this season for us, head across to our social media channels or the website to find out who that is. As we've mentioned before about the pre-season, and we saw plenty of that on Wednesday's midweek show, let's get the thoughts from the dressing room as they prepare to take on Swindon this afternoon and how they see it.
Ellie's pre-season nearly finished. How's it gone for you and the squad, and how much are you looking forward to the season itself?
Yeah, no, it's been a really good pre-season, individually and as a team. I feel like we've, really got into how we want to play this year, and I think you can see that from some of the performances we put. It's hard to judge team performances in pre-season games, obviously, but I'm really confident, and hopefully we can get off to a good start and put in a really good performance Saturday.
Yeah, and obviously you've worked with Ben Garner before, so you probably didn't need to get used to much of knowing what's expected of you, but you have got to get used to knowing new players.
Yeah, definitely. I think it definitely helped knowing the manager's ideas and stuff before coming in, and I found that side of it quite easy. As you said, you've got to build relationships with players in your area of the pitch and get used to the way they want to play. But yeah, I found that really enjoyable, and it's a great bunch of lads here, some really talented boys, and if we can get some relationships going on the pitch, I think we can have a really good time.
Yeah, and speaking to players over the years, pre-season's kind of a necessary evil, but you've got to go through it and then get to that first game. And for you, is that first game a bit more special when you wanted it to come even more?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, Swindon will always have a bit of a soft spot. It was the club that gave me my professional debut when I was 17, and being there 8 years is a long time. But at the end of the day, players move on and new chapters start, and I'm at a club that I'm thrilled to be at now. And the only thing that I'm looking forward to is grabbing 3 points and doing everything that I can to help my team win on Saturday.
Yeah, and from a personal point of view, have you settled in, and how have you kind of got used to the area from being a long way from Swindon?
Yeah, it was actually nicer to move over this side of the country. I'm from Kent, which isn't too far from Essex, obviously. So it's a lot nicer being able to pop home if I want to pop home during the week and see family. So that's that side of things. It's been really easy to move away from being living away from home all week, and it has made the whole process a lot more easier for myself.
That's pretty much it for this afternoon's show, our first pre-match show of the season. We're almost ready to go, and just to remind you to grab your programmes as you head out to take your seats to cheer on the lads for today's game. We'll be back on Wednesday with a Caribou Cup special ahead of the Cardiff game. Tickets for that game are available from here at the JobServe Community Stadium up until Tuesday, and then they are available at Cardiff on the day, but they will be a slightly increased price. Enjoy it today, and hopefully we're all celebrating a win and 3 points for our first game of the season by 5 p.m. tonight. Until next time, it's goodbye for now.